All right, you guys could see we're back with another PSA grade reveal video, and these cards were actually part of a video where I shared with you guys how to inspect your cards before you submit them to PSA. And let me just tell you, I got my best result in this batch and also my worst result to date. So without further ado, let's jump right in to see what cards I got. All right, so we have the stack right here, and originally I was planning to submit 14 cards in total, but I trimmed it down to 10 cards because, like I said, grading is expensive, so I didn't want to submit any 50-50 chances. I wanted to be certain what the grade I was going to get, and overall I didn't do too bad, but like I said, I had my best return and also my worst return in this submission, so let's go through it. We'll also refer to the video I made about 4 months back to see the grades that I predicted, but this is the first one. So Celebi from Near Revelation. As you guys can see, it got a 3. So originally I was planning for this card to get a 1, a PSA 1, so I did purposefully crease it a little bit on the bottom. You guys can see the bottom is a bit creased. That was a mistake from me. I shouldn't have done it in the first place. I probably won't be submitting any more PSA 1s, or I might if I get a very unique card, but the whole hype of PSA 1 doesn't really appeal to me because I messed up twice now. So actually 3 times, you'll see in just a minute. But this is my second mess up with PSA 1s, and I think if I hadn't creased it, it might have gotten a 6 or even a 5, which would have been a pretty cool grade for this card. It's a really cool and unique card. Celebi is a great legendary Pokemon from Gen 3, so this was a huge mess up from me, and I probably end up cracking this, to be fair. This is the biggest mess up. So I've never had this happen to me where PSA rejected a card, and apparently this was recolored. Well, I was a bit of an idiot and I didn't check this card properly, but when you do look closely, the corners, or sorry, the edges are actually recolored. So I picked this up from a kid and it was a beat up card, so I figured I'll submit it to PSA, they'll give me a 1, and it'll be just a cool card to have in the collection just to cover the grading cost and everything like that. But when you look closely, the corners or the edges are indeed colored with a pencil. So that was a big mess up for me, and I hope this never happens again. I mean, you live and learn. I wasn't very analytical with this card, and I didn't really notice it at first, but now that PSA flagged it, I could tell why it got the recolored grade. But yeah, huge mess up from me. So I guess this is a learning lesson for me and everyone else to double check the cards that you pick up, especially beat up cards. Now let's go on to the regular scheduled program, the actual cards I submitted, hoping for either 9 or 10. So this one I submitted on a whim. I mean, even in the video when I look back, I said it might get a 9, but I'm hoping for a 10, and it did get a 9. So the one down point, like the one negative that I noticed, was on these top right on the front. There's a bit of whitening, very slight, but I guess that's probably what dinged it. I don't think the centering is bad at all. The back looks very clean, so it must have been that. But PSA is very tough with these kind of cards. Tag team cards in general have done really well, but in this one they're pretty strict on, only a 9. It's a bummer, but I did say I was on the edge with this one. I wasn't certain it was going to get a 10, so my prediction was right. I was just hoping for a 10, of course. Next, we got this really cool Houndoom from Charlotte Fable, a very slept on set in my opinion. I really like this artwork, and I said I was pretty confident with this one to get a 10, and luckily my confidence was rewarded. So Gem Mint 10 on this guy. Probably going to go into the PC for a little while until I upgrade it further, but this is a really cool card. Alrighty, so the Volcanion EX from Steam Siege. So this one I mentioned in that video, you guys can look back, but I said any mid-era or like older XY cards, even 9s are great. So it got a 9. I wasn't expecting a 10, to be fair, but 10 of course would have been a great result. A 9, I'll take it. It does cover the grading cost and a bit more, so I'll always take a 9 on older cards. This is a card that I was really expecting a 10, honestly. It's very clean, like I didn't really notice anything on it, possibly the centering, but PSA gave it a 9 nonetheless. Very bummed out about this one. It's a very cool card. Twilight Masquerade it's a nice set. Obviously has the Infernape that I still need to get a 10 in, so if I ever find a very clean copy of that, I want to submit it and get a 10 for my PC. Just some like transparency, I don't like keeping cards in the PC unless I grade it myself. I just think it's more unique if I grade it myself. I know I could go out and buy it. It's not a very expensive card, or trade one of these cards for that, but grading the card yourself just feels a lot better, and you know you earned that grade through hunting for the card or pulling the card from a pack. Next, we have the Steelix from Mega Evolution. Very clean copy. I was hoping for a 10. It got a 10, so can't complain with that one. Very good result. This Dragonite EX. I always tell you guys, Evolutions is one of my favorite sets, but I was not expecting a 10 because the centering is very bad on this one. It's very right heavy, but got a 9. That was expected. So technically the gem rate's still pretty good because I was expecting this to get a 9. Nonetheless, like I said, any older cards, XY and older, in a 9, still pretty good, and you don't lose any money if it gets a 9. So I took the chances. Just the centering was really bad in this one. Otherwise, a 10 in this, I might have probably kept it in the PC because, like I said, I really like Dragonite. I think it's a great Pokemon. All right, so I did say it was my best submission so far, so that's kind of a spoiler, but Gem in 10. So the Espeon EX from Prismatic Evolution SIR, that's my second Prismatic SIR that got a 10, and super happy about this. Both of these cards I picked up at a show. I submitted it on a whim. I mean, there was a bit of like something on this bottom corner that I was on the edge, but I submitted it. It got a 10, so this is my best result to date. This is a very expensive card, and it's a really cool card to just keep in the PC. Last but not least, Lugia V from Silver Tempest. Again, I was hoping for a 10. This was something that bummed me out, a 9. So it only got a 9. I was hoping to get this and the hole that matches with this in a 10, both of them, and then I could put in the PC, because Gen 2 is probably the second or third favorite generation. Gen 4 is my favorite, and then Gen 1 and Gen 2 are pretty close, and then Gen 3 is the 4th place. But nonetheless, Lugia V, I love these legendaries. Lugia is obviously a fan favorite, and this was a super cool card. But last thing I want to do is put some bumpers on the cards that I want to keep in the PC. So let's do that on camera right now and set up my backdrop. Alright, so from the bumpers that I have available, this one I thought might fit Espeon the best. It has the pink or the purple pink and the blue, and it's called Dreamscape. So let's test this one out. Alright, so that's how it looks. It's not perfect, but I think it looks pretty cool. I wish the pink purple hue was all the way until the bottom, or I don't know, a little bit different, but the blue kind of stands out a bit too much. It does match the top left of the card, so I guess it's fine. I could put it in the back and it will still look pretty good beside the other evolutions, Glaceon, V-Star, and Flareon EX. And the other card I wanted to keep in the PC is this Houndoom from Shrouded. This one will use this Twilight bumper. Check that out. That bumper fits perfectly on this card. We got the light gray all the way to the dark gray. Just makes the card pop and looks a lot nicer. I don't know if the light's really doing justice to it because it's a very dark looking card, but I really like this artwork, and these are my two best returns from this submission. Alright, so what do you guys think about my return? So I always tell you guys, I'm constantly learning new things, and this is the first time I got a card that was rejected by PSA, but hopefully that never happens again. And these are my favorite returns from this submission. So what do you guys think? Obviously this is a huge return, huge positive, and it makes up for the other mess ups that I did here. And really, that's it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new here, and share this video with anyone that's interested in looking at a PSA return or wants to learn about why PSA rejected my submission. So thank you guys for watching.